Yes, ma'am. We are live on YouTube as well as on Zoom. Good evening, participants. Welcome to the live session for the course Managing Human Resources. Our instructor, Dr. Rakhi Gupta, ma'am, is here with us. If you have a very good internet connection, then please join on Zoom directly and interact. Those who have very poor internet connectivity can watch the event on YouTube and post your questions on the YouTube chat box. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for the overwhelming response that you have given me on my course on managing human resource. And it has been a privilege to see that more than 4,100 people have enrolled and more than 750, to be exact, to be precise, 755 people have registered for their, registration course. So before I proceed with the queries, I would like to congratulate everyone. And I hope that everyone must have gained something out of my course. And because we are going live, I intend to answer all the queries that we have and wishing luck to every one of you who's going to take that exam on 25th of April 2025. I hope that people have understood. They would have liked the way I have tried to explain. I have gone to the lowest level to explain the, all the concepts from pin to plane and included lot of topics so that people can get maximum benefit out of these 12-week course of mine. And I'm sure the response that people have given me is going to rejuvenate me to give or contribute more to the academia or to education industry in times to come. So first of all, I would like to thank IIT Kanpur, IIT Chennai, IIT Madras, and of course my people from BHU for giving me this opportunity to curate a course on such an important and a pertinent topic on managing human resource. And I'm happy, glad, overwhelmed by the response too. So, sir, we go straight away and pick up the queries for today.
Definitely, ma'am.
As far as I have seen the number of questions that people have posed, so the first thing is that I have received the query related with the study material. So, my dear friends, what you can do for the study material, if you are very inquisitive, so you can get the links of all the videos that we have made. And at every end of the video or at the starting of the video, I have tried to recapitalize the concepts. So we can provide you the link in case if you're interested. You can shoot up a mail and we can share you the Google Drive link to you. And that's how you can get this entire lecture series in just one go. You don't have to click on different lectures, but in just one page, you can get all the lectures. The another query that I have in front of me, it's all related with the, in what situation is external recruitment preferred over internal recruitment? My dear friends, you have to understand that external recruitment is a way by which we are encouraging new people and fresh blood to come into the organization. So people who are young or fresh or they are coming from other organization, they bring in their knowledge, expertise, skills, everything. So we can always harness those skills. We can always leverage their experience that they have gained, and we can use it for the benefit of the current organization. Second point is again, it depends upon the cost factor. So if the company is in a position that it can hire one of the best people from the industry, so naturally they will be trying to get the maximum or the best people from the industry if they are ready to pay that high salaries to people. So definitely, how do we strike a balance? We have to strike a balance by maintaining that kind of harmony. We have to ensure that people who are working in the organization, they are not feeling demotivated because they're not being given a chance to get promoted. And simultaneously, we have to see what is the need of the organization. If the organization needs that, yes, we have to get new people, new idea, new creativity or innovation, then we go for the external recruitments. Then the next question I have is like how companies tackle the challenge of attracting the top talent in a competitive environment. Now, how do we tackle the problem of getting the best in the competitive job environment is again, we have to build a very, very strong image of the company. So if we are able to build the strong image of the company, and of course, image plays a very, very important role. So once we have a very, very strong image of the company, we can have a very, very sound policies and the nice environment in which people work. So naturally, everything depends upon the brand value of the organization that we work with. So how people get attracted? simple concept, maintain that brand value. Of course, simultaneously you have to think about the goods and services or the products that you are offering to the people. It should be of high quality and something where it can bring a smile on the faces of our customers. Because as we have talked number of times, that the biggest asset that we have in any organization is all related with human beings. So human beings, they have to be happy. Secondly, we have to ensure that the stakeholders, they are also happy. Now, who are the stakeholders, my dear friends? Stakeholders, primarily, there are four. For example, they can be stockbrokers or share brokers, then your customers, then your employees, and then the outsiders. So in the case of outsiders, we have got people like suppliers, distributors, bankers, financial institutions, or maybe the relevant authority. So we have to strike a balance that we are able to offer maximum to the people so that everyone is happy. So if everyone is happy, naturally the goodwill is high, and if the goodwill is high, the policies are good, then definitely what will happen is that we will be getting the best people from the industry. So it's like, we have to offer, or we can get the best people from the industry only once we have good policies, good environment, positive environment, and the brand value is very high. Then we talk about how do organizations measure the return on investment of their training programs. Now, my dear friends, the training programs, they play a very, very crucial role. We know that in the case of trainings, the trainings are always imparted with the purpose of getting the best, because we are trying to bridge that skill gap. So how do we bridge that skill gap? So that skill gap is only bridged with the help of providing trainings. And we know that every year, every company, they set out maximum number of budget, or the budgets are allocated for the training and development purpose. So there's a formula for calculation of the ROI, and the formula is very simple. It talks about that what kind of monetary benefits the company has actually gained out of the the trainings which have been imparted. So it's like monetary cost minus the training cost upon training cost, and into 100. That means that is the ROI for the calculation of the training effectiveness. I'll just repeat it again for you. It is like monetary cost that you have actually incurred, or the monetary gain that we have got it, and minus your training cost upon training cost into 100. So all the benefits that you have arrived, maybe these benefits can be in the form of your increased sales, less cost of production, less wastage, more efficiency, more productivity. So that's how the benefits that you have arrived minus training cost upon training cost into 100. So that is the formula for the calculation of the ROI of the training effectiveness. Then what are the best ways to handle disagreements between the employees and managers regarding the appraisal ratings? Now, my dear sir, appraisal ratings, they play a very, very crucial role. So we also know that at the time of appraisal, there may be few people who may be getting positively rated. There may be people who would be getting negative rated. So people who are getting positive rated, so it brings a smile on their faces. But what about people who get negative? So one of the best ways of tackling this situation is that, the manager or the reporting manager or the HR person, we need to have one-to-one talk. And then we have to give positive and constructive feedback. So here the word feedback is very essential. And we have to counsel them. We have to tell them where have you gone wrong, or what could you do to improve that particular performance. So if for the purpose of motivation, we have to tell them about their faults. So if one knows that what mistakes I have committed over the period of time, and then person makes it a point that they do not repeat those mistakes again, so naturally their performance will increase. And of course, the counseling and the motivation part will play a very, very crucial role. But above all, what has to be borne in mind is that in case if there are any disagreements, any kind of positive or constructive feedback, it should always be given in private. It should never be given in front of everyone. So you have to bear this as a thumb rule, that if you are a person who's appraising somebody, or if you're giving a feedback, it has to be a constructive feedback, positive feedback, including your negative remarks, but in a positive manner. So that is the question is answered. I think how to handle the disagreement. So constructive feedback, counseling, motivation, directing them, telling them what mistakes they have committed, and telling them the way to overcome those mistakes. And above all, extending a helping hand, or ensuring that the management is going to give them full support to overcome their bottlenecks or hardships. Then what are some of the valued fringe benefits by employees today beyond salary and bonus? So, my dear friends, if you remember the chapter that we discussed from my own book, Human Resource by Dr. Rakhi. So there are two charts. One is monetary benefits and non-monetary fringe benefits. So including those non-monetary fringe benefits, for example, you can give them a better environment, pipe music, or paid holidays, or maybe birthday celebrations, citations, trophies. These are the ways by which we can actually motivate the individuals and increase the morale of the entire group. So money is a big motivator, but yes, maybe non-monetary fringe benefits, as I just told you, or maybe little appreciation, recognition, trophies, citation, letters of appreciation, or maybe good environment with a, or maybe there are at times personalized things, for example, personal diaries, or maybe good accessories, to good table accessories. All these small things, some way or the other, they are contributing in boosting up the motivation level of the individuals. And rest, if you want, you can go back to the video, because there are a number of other ways by which we can actually motivate the people, rather than only motivating them with the help of salary and bonuses and incentives. Then how should managers ensure fairness and consistency in applying the disciplinary action? Now, what is more important in the case of disciplinary action? The thumb rule is the rules remain same for everyone. So whosoever has committed any kind of mistake in the organization, the punishments, they remain the same. The policies are very, very crystal clear to everyone that in case if they do anything wrong, these will be the repercussion, or this will be the form of punishment, like we have just discussed in that chapter of discipline. If you all remember, we have discussed about the red hot stove rule. So at any point of time, if anyone is committing any kind of mistake, then the punishment should be such that it should be impersonal, very transparent, and it should be in consistency with the kind of gravity of the mistake that the person has done. And it should ensure that it serves as a learning lesson for others not to repeat that kind of mistake in the organization or in life. So how we can ensure the fairness and consistency is that by making the policies very, very clear to everyone. The policies, or the rules and regulation, it should percolate down to the entire organization. So these were the questions which I can see here.
Thank you, ma'am, for answering these queries. There is one more question posted here. It is related to, sorry for the inconvenience. It's regarding certificate and assignments. Due to late enrollment and internals, I and my friends couldn't do 6 assignments, but we have been doing our other assignments diligently. Are we still eligible for the certificate?
So
Yeah.
I've been getting the same question from many of them. Many of
Yes,
them,
ma'am. Yeah.
they
So,
were wanting to register and enroll themselves, but they couldn't.
right,
I think
ma'am.
better
Yes, ma'am.
answer would
Yeah.
come from IIT people only.
Right, ma'am. Actually, this is a 12-week course, and the best of 8 assignments will be considered for final score calculation. And the student have to score a minimum of 10% out of 25 in order to get a certificate. But irrespective of submitting assignments, you can go and appear for the examination. Even if you miss 4 to 5 assignments, it doesn't matter, because you will be able to get a minimum cutoff of 10 if you submit rest of the assignments with good scores. So that's my answer. So we will stop this screen share, and we will take questions directly from the students, ma'am, who are here. Mr. Rohan, do you have any questions?
Rohan.
Can you unmute Rohan, Mr. Rohan? Mr. Vinayak, do you have any queries?
Sir, I mentioned in the chat box, sir.
Oh, chat. Okay, just a second, Rohan.
Sure, sir.
Yes, ma'am. There is a question posted by Rohan. Question is, ma'am, my question is, in future, I will face an interview. That time, I mention a certificate in my CV, but I'm confused about how to prepare human resources management subject for interview. HR round, he simply asks about HR round, I think, ma'am.
So Rohan, thank you for that question. The best way is that you have to be very, very crystal clear about the basic terminology of HR. Like it's all related. We know that HR is all related with ADR concept, that is attraction, developing, and retention. So like if how to attract, or what are the concepts related with HRM, like recruitment, selection, training, performance, or maybe the compensation part, or maybe you should be quite abreast with the latest labor codes which have come into play. So in case if you're going for an HR job, like specifically if you're going for an HR job, you have to be very, very crystal clear with the concepts, the basic concepts of all the terminology that we use in HR. So because the interviewer can take up questions from anywhere. It's not that only that the interviewer is going to ask you questions from recruitment or only for training. So there are all the other aspects, right? From the all the topics which I have discussed during 12 week of my course. You should know all the basic terminology of it. You have to prepare thorough. You have to keep on reading. Maybe you can read it from any book or Google it. Just be very clear. Like for example, like they can ask you simple difference between what is the difference between training and development. So there's a very slight difference between the two. At times, this small, like for example, what is the difference between job enlargement and job enrichment? So though people at times they are not sure that what is the meaning of job enrichment or what is the meaning of job enlargement. For example, job enrichment is the vertical loading of the work. Job enlargement is the horizontal loading of the work. So you should know what is vertical and what is horizontal. So my submission is that be very crystal clear with the basic terminology of HR in case if you're going for the main HR job.
So one more question he has posted, ma'am, Mr. Rohan. I'm confused about the prerequisite and the fringe benefits. Please solve it.
Okay, fringe benefits and perquisites. Fringe benefits is something which you get over and above your salary. So they can be in the form of your monetary and it can be in the form of your non-monetary fringe benefits. And perquisites are something which you are given. For example, they may be taxable. The basic difference is that these perquisites, they can be taxable. Anything related with your HRA or maybe like if you're staying somewhere out or maybe if you're getting any kind of help, maybe domestic help or driver or something, or any kind of additional things that you're getting, those are known as the perquisite. For example, if you have a child and if you're getting the perquisite or allowance in the form of tuition fee. So if you are getting that tuition fee reimbursed from your organization, so if it gets into your account, so the interest that you earn from that amount, it will be taxable. So perquisites, they are primarily taxable, and fringe benefits, they are something which is paid over and above your salary and your bonuses, what you can call it that way.
So any other question, Mr. Rohan?
No, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for solving my problem.
So Rohan, I hope the difference between the two is clear to you, beta. It's like, like fringe benefits, there's anything that you get over and above your salary, and allowances is something which can be taxable. So
yes, ma'am.
With this reference, you can read. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Vinayak, do you have any questions? Can you unmute?
I think he's not able to hear, sir.
Yeah. Vinayak, or else you can post it on the Zoom chat itself. If you have any issue with the mic.
Sir, go ahead out.
What, Vinayak?
So, yes, sir. We are
It's not clear, Vinayak. I think it's noisy. I think he's having some issue with his mic, ma'am.
Internet.
Yeah. So would you like to discuss anything in other than?
Sir, if I say about the topics, I have tried to cover all the major topics of my HR, like all the basic topics. But yes, people who are preparing for competitive exams, they should always be very much prepared with the MCQ questions related with every topic. So like, for example, in my book, after every chapter, I have given a lot of MCQ questions. So if the concept is clear, the MCQs can be solved very easily. And as far as this HR is concerned, like in my 12-week course, like I have tried to cover all the things, right from the recruitment, selection, training, performance appraisal, and compensation, a lot of other topics which are there. So if anyone wants to, because we are always hard pressed with time that we're supposed to finish off the entire topic in 30 minutes or maybe in the next lecture. And since we only had 60 sessions at my disposal, if you go through the entire page of SWAYAM of my course, you will find that I have given the maximum number of topics related to HR. So I have tried to include the concepts of industrial relation also. I've tried to include the Industrial Dispute Act of 1947 also, right from the dispute, what are the causes or how they can be solved, or what is the machinery which is available. Then I have also talked about the other basic concepts of labor turnover, absenteeism, IR concepts. So like I have tried my level best to encapsulate the maximum topic in my limited time frame. And I just hope that people have gained knowledge out of my course, because a lot of effort goes from everyone, right from, like people who have been coordinating in IIT Madras and IIT Kanpur also. And I just hope that as an academician, I keep on contributing more to the education fraternity. And I wish to contribute more courses, not only on HR, but maybe on other topic also, which are quite contemporary. So I hope that you may see more courses from our university and from my side also.
Definitely, ma'am. In future, we will collaborate with you in order to develop a new course.
So,
Let me just check on the YouTube, ma'am, whether anybody has posted any
sure,
query.
sir. Sure, sir.
No, ma'am. Nobody has posted a query
So
on
that
the.
means things have been quite clear in the in the videos only.
Exactly, ma'am. So far we have released 11 weeks of content. One more week to go,
Correct.
and then students will appear for the examination.
But sir, I'm really happy the way people have responded, to the course. More than 4,000. I'm the only instructor. There is no co-instructor involved in my course. So people have given a very positive response. I'm quite grateful to each one of you who has enrolled and those who have registered. And seeing a nice figure, it always motivates me. And I'm sure I will be more excited to offer more courses. And in case if my course is rerun, definitely I would be including more topics in them so that they can keep abreast. They are abreast with what is actually happening in the HR fraternity.
Definitely, ma'am. So let's ask Rohan, do you have any other questions? If there are no queries, then we will wind up the session. Do you have any other queries?
I mentioned my question in chat box, sir.
Okay.
Yes, one more question Rohan has posted. I am confused about moral and motivation, how it is individual and group perspective.
Oh, I tell you. I got your question, Rohan. So, Rohan, if you can hear me, dear, simple concept. There are two words, and at times people feel that they are synonym with each other, but they are not. One word is motivation, and one word is morale. So, motivation is an individual concept, and morale is the group concept. This is the basic difference between the two. For example, you may be individually motivated to work hard and prepare good for your exams, right? Preparing in a better way. And in case if a team wins, then the morale of the group or the morale of the team is very high. So morale is a collective word for the entire group, and motivation is an individual concept. So in case where we feel energized, when we are happy, when we are ready to exert higher level of our performance, that means we are motivated. And once we are working in a team or we are working in a group, then the morale of the team or the group will go up. So this is the difference between motivation and morale.
Rohan, hope the answer is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
So any other questions do you have, Rohan?
No, sir. Thank you so much for solving my problem, sir.
Yeah,
Pleasure,
that's
Rohan. All the best for your exam if you have registered.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
So
you,
there
sir.
was another query also, sir, related with the pattern of exam, sir.
you can.
Like, I would also like to clarify that the pattern is like MCQ questions. So there will be different set of questions that will be given to you. So MCQ, you just have to take one option, and there is no negative marking, I think, sir. So
Right.
people have to just take the right answers.
Yeah. How many questions are there, ma'am, in set one?
So 100.
100 questions. Okay.
100 questions.
Carries one mark.
And sir, in these 100 questions, if anyone has gone through the 12 week of my lectures, so it will be very, very easy for them to solve it in case the concepts are clear. So nothing is out of the syllabus. So if you have been quite particular and quite regular with your notes, so I'm sure they will be able to do it. And wishing all the best to everyone who has registered and get that beautiful certificate from BHU, the SWAYAM, the Ministry of Education, the Government of India. I'm really grateful to the Ministry of Education, Government of India, and above all, very, very grateful to IIT Kanpur staff, the entire team, and IIT Madras team also. They have been very, very particular, very nice, very humble, very cooperative. And whenever we had any kind of query or any problem, they were solved in seconds. So thank you so much, Mulli sir. Thank you, Lalti ma'am from IIT Kanpur. Thank you, the entire team from Madras. And all those people who are watching me on YouTube also. So all those people who have missed the enrollments this time, I hope when my course again goes for rerun, hope so that it goes the next year, so you can enroll yourself and enrich yourself and be more empowered with the HR concepts.
Definitely, ma'am. Next year, January session, again, we will rerun your course.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable time. Thank you, participants. We are going to close the session now.
Yes.
See you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much.
Yes,
All the
ma'am.
best. All the best.